Match number 1, Scarlett versus Uthermal. Okay. As fun as that is, I've got something even more fun. And it's some great StarCraft. Once I set the date correctly, let me introduce you to our players. In the bottom right of Dreamcatcher, the Queen of Blades, one of the best foreign Zerg players and a fan favorite, of course. For Team Toland's Lions, the Canadian Zerg, her name, Scarlett. Gotta do everybody, now, okay, wait. We gotta, everybody, and then everybody cheered. Nope, that's not the, yeah. Okay. Roughs, oh god damn it. Anyways, in the top left, it is for Team Liquid. Uthermal, Thermi. Since he's using the Thermi tag today, I'm probably just gonna say Thermi because it's easier and gonna confuse me otherwise. Building 2 barracks on the other side of the map. From the Thermi clan. But yeah, for Team Liquid. So Scarlett, this is something I've noticed Zerg players have started doing. Just kind of chill with your overlord right outside the net. It's like, well, since Terran players kind of just throw darts at a board where to put their barracks. Yeah, that STV came in from a weird angle. She already knows. Drone's already being pulled. That STV should not have come in from that left side angle. Shenanigans are indeed afoot. The bunker's on the way. The marine is scouted. So there are a few different styles of dealing with this. And it looks like Scarlett going to take the full force, no holds barred, pull all the drones. Some players will try to do like a proportional response. They'll go for a little bit of mineral wonk action there. But a lot of players nowadays to deal with this just pull everything. If we hold, that's all that matters. As long as you don't lose like more than 5-6 drones, then you just get a spine crawler up, get the queens up, you're not at risk of a bunker getting up. Really, are you gonna do that? You gonna do that, Thermi? You gonna be like that? You gonna put a bunker on the low ground? The Artie-Ling's slipping out. There's a factor on the way back at home. Now, there is a potential for transition, but Scarlett already shutting this down. If the factory gets delayed too much as well, like if this SCV goes down, this is a textbook perfect hold here. Only 2 drones lost to the 2 SCVs that built the barracks on the opposite side. This is incredibly bad for Thermi. It is near impossible to be on even or at least close economic footing at this point. Scarlett can just build drones. There's not going to be enough marines to challenge the spine crawler or even a couple queens. Zergling speed is already on the way. Well, losing a queen would help, but the barrack's going to get a scout, see speed, see that there is indeed, well, the lack of a baneling nest is important, because a baneling nest would mean we have to build, well, really building a bunker wouldn't do much because there are no barracks units, but have to put up some sort of defenses. But no baneling nest, Scarlett, with the trademark drones whenever possible. Sometimes even when it's not, sometimes even when it seems like maybe you shouldn't be making so many drones, Scarlett, but she seems to get away with it more often than not. Gonna try to get some counter harass here. Is Thermi. Looks like these Zerglings were scouted at some point, because otherwise I don't know why the command center is making its way back into the main. Maybe it was just a misclick there. The barracks going to fall, but important information. Plenty of drones here, multiple queens. Will he actually see? Has he already seen? Yeah, layer on the way. Very important info. But I mean, if you're Thermi, now what is the question? You got a reactored factory. You're a long way off stim. There is a Hellion drop coming out. 3 Hellions are enough to one-shot Lings and... Oh my god. Scarlett says no. Scarlett sees it immediately. Gonna be in position. Doesn't know for sure what's in that drop, but has very good suspicions. Plenty of Hellions across the board right now. Also, 4 more out on the map, as well as the ones... I like this. The bait. Does Scarlett actually see that? I don't think she quite had vision of the fact those Hellions were dropped out. Boosting in. It's a fake. The Lings are coming back. Trying to buy some space, buy some time. The Spinecrawler will burrow in time. The Lings on the other side. All the Hellions are together. Now, these are the kind of moves that win games. The Liberator coming up as well. The Lings, not nearly enough. 4 drones so far. More Lings coming out. The Liberator trying to find an angle. Will be pushed away by the Spore. Looks like the Hellions will go down. 9 drones with them. But the Hellions do fall. So where does that leave us? Well, if the Liberator goes down as well. A Spire is on the way. 11 workers killed, but Scarlett... She's gonna have more mutas than there are Marines. And there is not an engineering bay. There is a not unlikely scenario that the mutas just kind of come in and win the game. That was okay damage for what it was. That was something. But was the Spire scouted? Where even is the Spire? What? Oh. Hidden in plain sight. Anybody could have missed that. And the Ro12 is also the choice. Scarlett, I think, suspicious of mech. When you see that many Hellions early on and no hint of Marines, then... Also, the Ro12, like, it's a good knockout tech switch. You start in the air, they start countering that, and you hit them on the ground. But right now, there are 4 Marines. Looks like Thermi either saw this coming... Well, he saw the Spire on the way. This is a bare-bones defense here, really. There's not much for Thermi to do. He's got to try to box this out. You don't want to build 5-6 turrets. It's just simply, you don't have that kind of money. But Scarlett already getting... The fact that the mutas are... This is something you don't even see nowadays. Is you don't see mutas doing harass against a Terran that's in good economic footing, because the best defense against mutas is a good offense. But because of the early pressure, and because of Scarlett shutting down the 2 racks so hard, Thermi kind of bottled up in his base. And the mutas have some, well, not free reign, but are able to poke and prod. Now, the one thing here is, if Thermi holds on, and these mutas don't really get much damage done, and so far, a handful of SCVs. And then eventually they end up going down, which... Okay, now it's starting to stack up. It's starting to stack up quite a bit. The rock's taken down in the middle. There is already an armory... Nope, I take it all... Wait, yes. Armory is done. Thor's making those mutas very unhappy. Really, once the Thor is out, that's great zoning. Still, though, the fact the mutas are doing this at all is great for Scarlett. Some Lings get in. Looks like a couple fell to a tank, but more and more SCV damage is stacking up. And the Terran units have to stay at home. The threat of the mutas, the threat of run-bys is far too high. More and more. I missed you, mutas. I missed you. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Looks like I'll continue to miss you. I mean, the damage has been done. Only 3 mutas. It looked worse than it was. Okay. But a Roach Ravager push is coming in for the knockout blow. The mutas, have they bought enough time and space? The building of a Thor already delayed anything that can really counter this realistically. The Thor's on its way down, but Scarlett is ready. Coming in swinging. Looking for game number 1. The scan. Immediate lift. Retreat to the tank. The mutas trying to find some damage. 5 SCVs went down. Scarlett on 66 workers, 174 supply, while Thermi desperately tries to find an answer. He can't even secure his 3rd, let alone put together an attack. The rocks being chipped away. Now 2-2 is on the way. If Thermi can get 140, 150 supply and 2-2, that's a pretty scary army, especially considering he has significantly less workers. But Scarlett is looking for the knockout. Still, all Thermi has to do is be a little out of position, and even then, it might not matter. The numbers just not quite there. The boys are pulled. Down goes the Thor. A couple tanks still shelling. One goes down. More being targeted. Corrosive Biles raining across the board. Scarlett being thinned out here. But the tanks and the Thor and the SCVs fall, meaning there's opportunity for another round. Thermi trying to juke and jive and dodge and dip in. You gotta do something. You gotta try to trade. 2-2's about to finish. But will it matter? The Muta's still diving in, finding more damage. Enough to one-shot Marines, kill SCVs. 2-2 is done. But does it matter? As Scarlett comes in, swinging again. There's a tank, helping out dramatically, but medevacs are great units. Scarlett doesn't seem to care. The tank falls. More zoning corrosive bile here. The roaches continue to trickle through, even the corrosive biles landing on Scarlett's units. The Marine Marauder trying to hold the line. There is a tank sieged up on the opposite side. It is holding. Uthermal, one of the most tenacious Terrans. But that doesn't necessarily mean there's a path to victory. Somehow, some way. I've seen a lot of Uthermal games like this. A lot of Thermi games. So, Thermi will hold. I mean, he's not winning. He's down to 37 workers. He's at 78 supply. But he isn't dead. Which is, the Terran motto. Has yet to be removed. Scarlett adding on more drones and roaches and 2-2. She's got 4 bases, 75 drones. Thermi can't really afford 3-3. Roaches coming out. This Marine gonna be very where did your camera go? It's all over the place. Even the engineering bay is being targeted. I'm gonna get a lot of sensing going on here with the double sensor tower. The roaches and ravagers come in looking for a knockout blow. I think I've said that like 4 times. And Thermi still not dead. The engineering base fall. The Muta's chipping through, grinding away at whatever they can get a hold of. The tanks on this map quite effective. An infestation pit and a Hydralisk dead. Thermi, why won't you die? Is what I'm sure Scarlett and myself are both thinking at this point. When will he actually die? You can't. I mean, that's a lot of tanks. It's only 3 medevacs. You can only stim so much. Chipping away at the SCVs. How many mutas? There's still 5 mutas left. Like, why won't you die? Oh god, the tank shot. Behind it, there's a hive, more roaches, Hydralisks. A scan? That has to be an incredibly disheartening thing. I mean, Thermi already knew that base was up. Thermi knew that Scarlett wasn't just all in on like 55 drones or something. He knew. In his heart. The heart of a Terran. But he scans anyways, just to make sure. And he's going to attack. I guess, but there's no better time. Okay, tanks. Single file. A scan, gonna scout that, well, no units coming in for the flank. A base trade might be his best shot. Scarlett coming back to defend. 2-2 across the board on both sides. The flank being set up. Gonna need a little more than that. The scan captures everything. Scarlett looking for, only coming in from one angle, which is possibly the only way for this to get dicey. Terran through every, oh no, there, the bio doing so much damage. Scarlett refilling 33 more roaches in production, but somehow Thermy's holding those corrosive okay, the medevacs die. Thermy, you Terran dog. 38 more roaches, 31. And bio continuing to stream across. Roach Ravager possibly the only unit composition that's not gonna reliably kill this army. And Scarlett continues to build it, but and Thermy is still not done. And in fact, he won the fight. The mutas, how many kills? 9 kills, 4 kills, 7 kills. Those mutas really racking it up. The tanks, the positioning is so disgusting. He's holding the line. The last bastion of Terran. But does it matter? GG. Finally. Oh. Would you just die already? But Thermy just refuses. Yeah, supplies are really hard to judge in that kind of scenario. And, well, we've got quite a series ahead of us. Let's put it that way. One 0 to Scarlett, but best of 5. Lots of water, lots of water. Waiting for a bit. Oh, we gotta get the German streamer. I need I only have 2 waters. Okay, I need 4 for today, for sure. Be right back, 1 sec. We're waiting for the German streamer. Blame the German. Oh wait, he's here. Oh, okay, never mind. Don't blame the Germans. Not this time. I'm gonna slide over here. We're ready to go. Thank you for joining me, by the way. For the Ultimate Series playoffs, I've had a lot of fun with the Challenger Leagues leading into this, but this is for the big monies. First prize is $2,000. And more importantly, glory and the excitement of being casted by the most mediocre caster in StarCraft 2. Yours truly. We're in game number 2. I'm lost and found. Scarlett bottom left, Thermy top right. Where are you going? Where you going, SCV? He knows weak Terran's building the main. Alright, Anna. Oh, God. If the 2 racks didn't work out... Okay, guys, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Let me... Okay. So, if the 2 racks just doesn't work out, and sometimes it doesn't work out, right? Like, so instead of 2... Nah. No. 3 racks. There it is. There it is. We figured it out. Great job, everybody. Now, this is a commitment. There is no... Like, if this doesn't get some damage done, the game is essentially over. There's no, like, try to build some Hellions and do some harass... No. Oh! Oh, okay, wait. No. Did you say 3? No. Screw that. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. No. We're going for 4. We're going for 4. Okay, Thermi, can I get 5? No, 5. You can't support 5. Not on this account. But can I get any? And he's going full Bronze League Heroes, just gonna build the depot there too. Why not? Why take an SCV off mining when you could just... Four Zerglings on the way. Scarlett has seen nothing. This is a blindside attack. This waited. This Overlord not gonna... Scarlett going for a 3rd. No. Scarlett. You don't understand. You don't understand. Well, we'll see. Scarlett now supply blocked. Everything has gone wrong so quickly. A Queen comes out. The drones are pulled. Queen trying to micro back, trying to get the wraparound slip through the minerals. The drones need to be microed. Is it enough? Another Queen coming out. 6 drones down already. But the Marines are being thinned out. Just barely. The drones trying to get on top of everything. 8 drones. Down to 13, 12. But if Scarlett's able to hold and get Zergling speed, another drone, not able to be taken out. The Spine Crawler's coming down. Has Scarlett held? One spine is not enough. 4 Marines at a time is not a small amount of Marines, but Scarlett has snuck 4 Zerglings by. That should be enough to kill the majority of the mining. The boys are going to fully be... You can't even afford an orbital with this build. That's how hardcore it is. It just comes down to when Scarlett... She's harassing on the other side. 2 SCVs so far. Eventually the boys must be pulled. Queen's built. Is there another Queen in the main? No. Scarlett has 12 drones. Thermi has 9 SCVs. What a battle. There are 2 transfuses. That's huge on the Queen. For the Spine Crawler. Or another Queen, but probably the Spine Crawler. The SCV is not even mining here, but coming by. A transfuse comes out. Has Scarlett held this? There's still one more. The save. The save.
What a save!
And that's it. A quick 2 for Scarlett. Thermi tries to double down, but he still comes up short. Do we do it again? Nada. What is that in the back? Oh my god. Why is the battlecruiser ambient noise so loud? It's ridiculous. By the way, that was a impressive hold. It's really hard when completely unscouted to hold an all-in like that. It looked like Thermi like, what a silly build you're doing. What are you doing? Scarlett just kind of stops it. No, it's not nearly like, there's a lot of little details there. But I do have to question the choice of strategies a little. We'll find out. Looks like we're about ready to go. I'm just here. I'm just here so I don't get fined. All right. Whenever the players are ready, then I talk at the computer, and that's my job. Alright, looks like we're there. Just keep saying it's gonna start any second, and eventually I'll be right. Go, 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 go! So a quick 2-0 for Scarlett to kick off the Ultimate Series playoffs. North America coming out on top, by the way. I want to point that out. We've got 4 North American players. So the way the Ultimate Series works... No, stop! Stop it! Stop it! I want to talk. I want to talk about all the regions and the excitement and all that. But Thermi! Spoilers, by the way, guys. If you haven't figured out what I'm talking about yet, because I haven't switched the screens, well, guess what? Anyways, well, we'll talk about that after, because Thermi is sending out 3, and he's gonna... Third time's the charm. Here we go. Again. I mean, he's building a little closer this time. Like, essentially in the third. Scarlett, opening up the same way again. She's got the OB right outside the front. That's just to see any SCVs coming in, because who knows where the barracks could be. Okay, let's look at the Scarlett cam. She sees the SCV. Where is that? We all know what's happening now. Very suspicious. Well, the bunker is a little bit less suspicious and more obvious. But does this actually work in her favor, is the question. Because this is a 3 racks, which means the bunker is a part of this, but the Marines will be incrementing out quite quick. I know, this is a different variety. A bunker on the way. The spine crawler boldly placed in front, making it vulnerable. But the drones are coming out. Gonna mineral walk through to the third. I mean, the Marine count is growing. The bunker's still building because the SCV's so slippery. But can the Marines ever make it to the bunker is a relevant question. The spine crawler coming up. Oh, well, there goes one SCV. There goes the bunker. The repair not there. Scarlett, no Zergling speed on the way. The spine crawler going to be repositioned. Unfortunately, Thermi doesn't have the vision of it at the moment to try to take advantage of it. Zergling speed starts. 17 drones to 15 SCVs. So this leaves us in kind of a weird spot. Where Thermi has an orb. Oh my. But the Overlord's gonna see it. The boys are pulled. All of them. All of them. Besides this guy. He was building a depot. He gets left behind. Oh, and the Spinecrawler reposition. No speed. No speed. Trying to go through, looking for the Queen. Spinecrawler targeted. There is a transfuse. There is a save on it for now. But the boys are pulled. Drones falling. 11 drones left. So Scarlett, she held the first wave, but the boys will buffer. Is the Spinecrawler targeting Marines? But how long will that last? The Queen. That's enough. Thermi gets one. Okay. And 2-1. There's not much. So it was kind of weird that so Scarlett held the first wave so well, but she committed so much that the second wave was more deadly. It's sometimes like if they commit heavily to the first wave of Marines and do a lot of damage, but there's no follow-up wave, the whole proxy Rex meta. We're just gonna see what happens, okay? Like, just roll with the punches. Yeah, we had 2 Rex, and then 2 Rex, not enough. 4 Rex, too much. 3 Rex, just right, apparently. We've all figured it out. It took 3 games to figure that out, but now we're here. He won't. No, he definitely would. He'll do it again. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that he is seriously considering it and probably just will. We'll find out. I mean... All right. I'm not even gonna say anything until we load into the game. There's nothing left to say. Oh my god. Okay, everybody stop. Stop. There are no SCVs on the map. I don't know now. I don't understand how to... What's happening? What's going on? What is this? Is he gonna go CC first? Oh my god. Complete 180. No more proxy regs. He's gonna proxy at his natural, a command center. How crazy is that? Scarlett is going for a 15. This is like an overpull. No. It is a 14-14. And then Edion. This could just kill Thermi, but if he holds, he's in a great economic spot. Scarlett trying her hand here. This might be, like, this would hard counter a proxy Rex, having Zergling speed that quick. I love that too. Also, this might hard counter a CC first. Cerulean Fall is quite a defensive map. There's no scout at all. This is like the full spread of Terran here from Thermi. The thing is, now here's the beauty of the command center first. Because he was so greedy, he may get away with it. Because the command center actually may finish here. Whereas, if he had gone for a 1-Rex expand, it wouldn't. Trying to juke and jive in. Scarlett doesn't actually know this is a CC first. The Lings are scouted. So being so greedy is actually a bonus. Thermi. Oh, he actually gets a factory down in time. Yeah, but choosing the factory... Ooh, is there enough surface area there? If the SCV is taken out, that's a problem. Another SCV comes out. So in a weird turn of events, being so incredibly greedy has worked out for Thermi. The Zergling speed is done, but this is actually quite good. He has more SCVs. He has a factory on the way. He hasn't been delayed in the build. He has a couple SCVs pulled, but the wall is there. The factory will finish. Scarlett committed heavily to early tech. That SCV, an unfortunate demise, but... And then there's a starport already on the way behind. And Thermi will be okay. Scarlett gonna swing around with the triple hatch out of this. A cyclone. I like the rally path as well. Is there enough to... Because that's an awkward amount of links. That's enough to potentially beat what Thermi has, but the angling is very important. Scarlett not gonna find it. This won't be met. Just some Hellions. Hellions get a lot of use from players. Thermi a very micro player. He is capable. You might be like, well, he can't play a real macro game because I'm an expert because he 2, 3, 4 racks. No, he can. I mean, he might not want to, but he definitely can. The Reaper gonna get very important scouting info. Oh my god. It's not gonna get away, right? But there's a drop coming towards the main. I don't think this was scouted. A lair started. Cloak is on the way for the Banshees as well. That could be quite a kicker. The drop in. A Cyclone. Like, this is a very safe drop, too. You have the medevac. A Cyclone means that there's nothing that can really just overrun this. It's low risk and medium reward. Like, you're not going to kill dozens of drones with that drop unless there's a huge mistake. You might kill dozens of drones with Hellions, but you also have the Cyclone out for potential defense. Like, if Scarlett had gone for a Roach follow-up or something. Ooh, what is this? Are we going to say some very... Okay. This is really awkward. Like, so... Thermi is sacrificing everything for drones. Everything. But I actually, in this scenario specifically, I think that is okay. Because he's powering up his production. He knows there's tech on the way for Scarlett, so there's not an immediate counterattack potential. By the time Scarlett has tech or an economy to actually threaten Thermi, he's going to have plenty of units anyways. Those units were not important, especially since he scouted there's a lair on the way. There's not going to be a Roach counterattack. There's not going to be a huge Bane bust. Scarlett was angling for a higher economy and higher tech, and Thermi just slowed that down significantly at relatively little cost to himself. So the double Banshee's coming out. With Cloak, he's hidden it. But Scarlett on top, well, does she see it? She saw something. She doesn't know exactly, but she saw something. Oh, now she's gonna know. That's a big tell. Gonna need some spore crawlers. There's already an overseer. Scarlett on top of it. And the Banshees will be shut down, which is very nice in stabilization. And she's going for roaches in +1, the brick style. But Thermi, tried and true, the bio player. He despite all the Hellions and Cyclone and all that, all the Banshees and all those tech-based shenanigans, has come home and is now building bio. So Scarlett with the roaches, I mean, roaches are okay, but they're really not the tool for the job. It's like, I want to get this, I want to screw in this, I don't know, something you screw in, like a light bulb or something. And then I don't know where this analogy, I was going to be like, I'm going to screw in this light bulb with a hammer, but then I realized, like, that's definitely not the right analogy. Fun thought, but, I mean, it could just break everything, which is what happens when roaches face enough siege tanks and marines. 7 more drones going down. Thermi doing a great job. And 1-1 almost done. This is... Yeah, I am reasonably sure Scarlett does not realize this is Marine Tank. She's going to be going... It looks like it's going to be Swarm House. An infestation pit this early. The only real thought there is... No, you already have one! You already did that! Oh. Yeah, this is an awkward game, you can tell. Just in case, alright? The decoy infestation pit. The first one finishes. I don't know if she'll realize here, but... Yeah, roaches do not make... Scarlett has roaches. Less upgrades. Double like... She does not realize the scenario we are in right now. This is not good for Scarlett. The only thing that she has going for is that Thermi not too far ahead on the upgrades, still not quite in a position to be able to do a full attack. There might be time to build the army that actually matters here. But the double drop is coming out. How many queens on the field? We got 6 queens. The medevacs are scouted. What now? Hive's on the way. Hydralisk Den. Immediate. Like, oh. Okay, this is what we're dealing with. We've seen Scarlett use Swarm Hosts against Bio before. I don't know if more out of necessity or out of choice, but the creep spread. By the way, I commented a few minutes ago, or at least I had in my head. I don't know if I actually said anything. The creep spread kind of mediocre because of all that early pressure that Scarlett was trying to put on. In the span of 2 or 3 minutes, it's over half the map. It's ridiculous. You cannot let Scarlett have her creep spread. And Thermi's trying his best to limit it. He's got a Hellion on the edge of the creep in a couple different places. There's a drop in the main. This is where Thermi really truly shines, though. He is a multitasking Terran, very reminiscent of players like Maru, Innovation, Special, just all over the place, never letting up with the drops unless there is a desperate need back at home. Ultra Roach, so the most ham-fisted brick is what we're going to be looking at. I have not seen this unit composition in quite a while, and I question how effective it's going to be. 2-2 is on the way, a strong push. The only defense here for Scarlett is the creep spread. Like, that's going to slow this down a little bit. The Vipers are on the way. The Vipers desperately needed. Scarlett, I think, is going to have to give up at least 1 base. Without the Vipers, there's no hope. There is no hope of breaking this. You just simply cannot. Scarlett, 85 drones as well. Like, the army size for Thermi, and soon to be the upgrade. No, you got to give this up. You got to back off. There is no way she can hold that base. The Consumes? What are you doing back there? What are you doing back there, roaches? You don't belong there. The bio's coming in. Is there enough for Blinding Clouds? In just a moment. You cannot fight a bio army, heads up. Ultralisk Cavern is done. While we're maxed out, it's so scary for Scarlett. Like, her units are just not as good. She has money in the bank. Another base on the right side is coming online. The Blinding Cloud's required. 1 in the back. Do we have Harpoons? Another Blinding Cloud on the back line. Will it matter, though? The Terran army standing its ground and tearing through everything, and Thermi ties up the series 2-2. Yeah. Thermi handling himself quite well, knowing exactly what to do. Scarlett trying to... Well, he's gone from full proxy. Now this is the Maru style. Now he has to proxy Rex again. Right? But I think that was definitely... It's really hard. Because Terran players, it's kind of ridiculous. Terran players will go so far, they'll build 16 Hellions, 2-3 Banshees, a Cyclone, and then they'll go Bio, and it will work. Like, it's really easy to just be like, look at all those Hellions, he's going back. But sometimes, they're just like, no. Then, at the 7-minute mark, I built 4 barracks. I gotta... That's the real strap. Well, NA versus EU will continue. So, I now finally have some time. I finally have some time because there are no SCVs on the map. The Starladder ULTIMATE Series is the conclusion of the Starladder Amateur, and Ultimate Series Challengers. The Amateur Series, you saw me cast some of the games. It was with you guys as well. There were divisions Bronze, Silver, Gold, Plat, etc., all the way up to GM. You qualified based on your rank, but if you won, you moved up. So, some players for the Challengers moved up out of the Amateur Series to compete with some of the top players, like who were invited, like Scarlett and Thermi. And then, we picked the top 4 out of those 8 finalists from each region. North America, Europe, and CIS, Russian language region, Commonwealth of Independent States. And the reason we have that region, you might be like, that's kind of weird, is because Starladder originated as essentially a Russian/CIS event. It had essentially only players from that region. But it was so popular there that Alex007, the founder and organizer of Starladder, who does an incredible job, you might find his announcer pack in game. Okay, yeah, every time, right? But actually reached out, and Blizzard sponsored the event to go worldwide, and this is Season 2. So we have finalists from all 3 regions, all together. North America, Scarlett, Neeb, Future, the 16-year-old American Terran player, as well as Masa. From Europe is Scarlett. Nope, not Scarlett. Cyril. Cyril's the big one. Let me bring up my bracket real quick. Cyril, Laser, Bly. Bly might have qualified from CIS. No, Cyril, Laser, Mana, and Uthermal. Yes. My brain doesn't work. And the rest of the players from the CIS region as well. Don't ask me to think for more than like 3 seconds straight because I can't keep it together. There's too much StarCraft going on. First place overall gets $2,000, but there's a lot to be distributed. Over $7,000 in prizes total. And glory. Don't forget the glory. And excitement and all those things. Mostly glory. Blood and thunder. I don't know. Maybe not that, but so the Overlord being pushed away. Some Zerglings coming out. We have the most standard openers. Actually, it appears this time Thermi has gone for a gas first. He's got the Hellions out before the CC is even finishing. So a little bit of a more aggressive play. Not hyper aggressive, but with more options. Roach Warren coming out. This looks like just a speed Roach Rush. There's a potential here for a nydus from Scarlett. Thermi only has 25 SCVs at the moment. That is, of course, because of this aggressive play. How many gases? 3? 2 gases. What is this? Roach speed? The scan might actually catch the lair finishing, which could be nice. It's gonna be close. If he's checking it. Oh, he may have seen it. Immediate, some cancels. And there's a nydus. So Scarlett all in. There's a Viking on the way. Hellions not so great against queens and roaches. The nydus build's quite quick. Thermi already has a depot in position. This has to do damage, but against someone who's going heavy on the Hellions, it definitely can. The queens can transfuse right out the gate. The Hellions coming across the map. The nydus is nearly done. Scarlett, I think, just going to probably dunk it down in the main. The lack of a third plus the combination of a lair. Oh, the Viking missed the OV. And the nydus right on top of the production. A tank is on the way. The Hellions trying to get through. They're going to do some damage on the opposite side. The nydus network is scouted. How much economy will be behind it? The queens in the nydus. The drones forced to fight. But what other units are there? The tank not out yet. The nydus pops out. But the Hellions are still roasting on the opposite side. Scarlett, there's no home to go back to. She must attack. The lair. The tank comes out. Well rallied. The tank is everything here. There's a lot of transfuse energy. Oh, a great tank shot in the midst of all the roaches. The boys are pulled. A lot of them will be lost. Transfuses across the board. The tank still shelling from afar. A bunker comes up at the perfect timing. Scarlett needs to get more damage done than this. A second tank. More roaches. More damage must be done. That second tank could change and will change everything. Has to get close. Oh, the second tank dies immediately. A shot comes out. Doesn't quite hit the tank. More transfuses. More damage being done. Lings being rallied. The tank doing so much damage from the back. One corrosive bile lands, but the bunker finishes. Scarlett. Another nydus at the front. Is there another tank? There is not another tank in production. A Viking is fighting. Oh, it's... A queen falls. The tank gonna unsiege. A lot of SCVs have fallen. This isn't over yet. The Liberator gonna help out dramatically as well. The tank in position, but more SCVs going to die before this is all said and done. There is a third command center, though. The third command center means more SCVs must die. Oh, it can be targeted down. The Liberator can be targeted down. A corrosive bile comes out. More SCVs gonna die. These queens can't go home again. GG. Scarlett. The reverse sweep for Thermi. Scarlett, the one pulling the trigger on the all-in. Not quite enough. The tank coming out perfectly in time. Doing terrible, terrible damage. And Thermi will move on in the Ultimate Series to face Rail. Scarlett is out. Quite a roller coaster series, to say the least.
Good. Now I have your attention.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get more water. I need like a way to change the bracket. All right. The next match will be Future versus Hellraiser. And thank you, Anna Lewin, for 6 months. Soul Run and Hide for 22. Taint Tech for the sub. Spasmodius for 13 months. Naked Samurai for 10 bucks and bits. Ziggler for the sub. Arc Pit as well. Solanix. Thank you guys for that. Let's see if the technology is finally here to figure out how to change brackets. I mean, I could do it with the low-tech way. Oh, I'm an idiot. Did you guys know you can add text on OBS? I'm a genius. Fun fact.